International break is over, and with that, it's a chance to win $50,000 on Premier League Matchweek 12. Hey there, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason Manis, of course, with Winning Bets. Thanks for joining me on this episode. This is one of those free games that we play over on the NBC Sports Predictor app where we can win $50,000 if we can correctly predict Premier League Match Week number 12. They give you 5 games. You got to correctly give them the result and the score for all 5 games to win that $50,000. If nobody can do it, you'll still compete for a guaranteed $1,000 if you get the most points. 4 points right for that result. 10 points right if you can get that correct score right. Don't also forget, I'm also giving away $25 each and every single week if you can get the most points. All you got to do is join the Winning Bets League. Hey, if you need that league information, grab it from this video description, compete against your fellow Winning Bet supporters, and win $25. If we take a look and see who won last weekend, it was Landon M coming in with 20 points, so congratulations to him. And it was a good week by overall, so everybody else starts this week with 0 points, and this could be your week to win that $25. Hit me up on Twitter, Landon, and I'll drop you that $25. How did I do last week? Well, I got 14 points right. I got 1 correct score right. I got that Everton Tottenham game, the exciting game, fascinating game, the big 0-0 draw. I got that one right. And then also got a result right as I got Arsenal beating Watford. It's always tricky coming off international break. We'll do our best, and we'll see if we can't win us some money this week. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump on into it, where the first game is Wolves going up against West Ham. Wolves were cooled off. They had a nice impressive run, but they were cooled off just before the international break, losing to 2-0 to Crystal Palace. Meanwhile, West Ham beat Liverpool just before that international break, 3-2. Watched that game. It was a fascinating game. I actually thought West Ham, could compete with Liverpool. You guys remember on the last week's episode there of Match Week number 11, I didn't predict West Ham to win. I predicted a 1-1 draw, but I talked about West Ham's physicality and how I thought that they could give Liverpool a real good fight and a real good battle, and they did more than that, getting that draw. They got that win right there, so nice showing there by West Ham. West Ham, if you guys, though, they've been really impressive here away from the Hammer Stadium. You guys, the last time they've lost on the road, you got to go all the way back to April 17th. That, my friends, is super impressive. In that stretch, they've got 12 wins and 5 draws. Haven't dropped a game since April 17th. Had to say that again. That is really super impressive right there. West Ham won both fixtures last season, getting 1 clean sheet in those 2 games right there. West Ham, they've conceded 1 more goal than Wolves, but they've scored 12 more times than Wolves have this season. Wolves started off slow, but West Ham's just a lot better team. Give me the better team. Give me this really impressive away form that they've got up under David Moyes. I'll take West Ham, and I'll take West Ham on that 2-1 win. Wolves should be able to get a goal at home at Molyneux. I think they'll be able to get one past West Ham, but West Ham's been really impressive there on the road. So yeah, West Ham 2-1 for me. Next one brings us to Norwich versus Southampton. How about Norwich getting a victory? Finally getting a victory, getting a 2-1 win on the road at Brentford. That was really impressive what they're able to do right there. How did they celebrate? They sacked their manager. How crazy is that? You get your best win of the season, your only win of the season, and then you sack your manager? I know, apparently they decided before that match that they were going to go ahead and sack him regardless. Just funny right there that that's how they wanted to celebrate getting that victory, is sacking the manager right there. They went ahead and brought in Dean Smith, another manager that was sacked recently. He got sacked over the international break by Aston Villa. They went ahead and brought him in right now. Dean Smith is actually going to make history this weekend. He's going to be the first Premier League manager to manage against the same opponent on consecutive Premier League weekends. You guys remember before international break, Villa went up against Southampton. That's obviously who Norwich is going up against this weekend. Obviously, Villa, in sacking their manager, they lost that game 1-0. So Dean Smith obviously couldn't quite figure out Southampton. Now he's going to take a worse team to try and beat Southampton. I don't think that's going to go very well for him. Southampton, they're winners of 2 straight, and they haven't lost in the last 4. Give me the better team. Give me a team that clearly knows what Dean Smith is going to try and do. They just beat him 1-0. Now it's a lesser opponent in Norwich. I think Southampton will win back-to-back games. Go ahead and give me a 2-1 Southampton, or 2-0, sorry. Give me a 2-0 Southampton win. Next one we got here is Liverpool going up against Arsenal. I mentioned West Ham's good win, obviously up against Liverpool, but I still like everything about Liverpool. I mean, like I said, I predicted that was going to be a tough game for Liverpool, and that's exactly what it was and more. But I like everything still about Liverpool right here. They won both of these head-to-head fixtures last season, 3-0 and 3-1. Arsenal's up to 5th in the table, though. How impressive is that? They haven't lost since that 5-0 beatdown that Manchester City gave them way back in August. Arsenal's obviously been on a really good run. Liverpool's conceded 2 less goals on the season. They've scored 18 more goals on the season. I think Arsenal is probably going to get outclassed here. Been on a nice run, but you haven't really played big, good time clubs since that run, since August, since Manchester City beat them 5-0. Their best opponent was Leicester. Again, now you're going up against Liverpool. Liverpool's significantly better than Leicester. Congratulations, Arsenal. You're up to 5th in the table. You've done what you've needed to do. Some teams can't do that, like Manchester United. They struggle against some of the bottom feeder teams. Arsenal's been taking care of business, but now you're going up against Liverpool, one of the best teams in all the Premier League. I think Liverpool will handle it just like they handled it both times last season. Go ahead and give me a Liverpool 3-1 win. Next one brings us to Manchester City versus Everton. I mean, what more can you say about Manchester City? They dominated United. I mean, dominated Manchester United, winning that game 2-0. United couldn't get on the ball. I mean, that's just how dominant Manchester City was. They beat Everton 5-0 last year at the Etihad. They beat them 3-1 at Goodson Park. Manchester City's won the last 7 league games up against Everton, 8 overall head-to-heads. Again, Manchester City's obviously, I think, one of the better teams in all of the league. That's not a shocking statement. It's them, it's Chelsea, it's Liverpool. Manchester City is significantly better than Everton. Told you how they beat them last 8 times in a row, 7 in the league, dominated Manchester United. Where I know how Everton likes to give away possession up of Rafa Benitez. You've kind of seen that in his games there. They don't have the dominant possession, whether it's home or away. Now they're going at the Etihad. Yeah, they're not going to see the ball much this Saturday or Sunday, whenever this game is played. Give me a Manchester City win. I think City will keep a clean sheet in the process. Go ahead and give me a 3-0 win. Then the last game takes us to White Hart Lane, where we've got Tottenham going up against Leeds. You guys remember I correctly predicted Tottenham's last game, got that 0-0 draw going up against Everton. It literally went exactly how I thought. I watched that entire game. It was boring. I had a real sports bet on under 2.5, so love that went ahead and cashed, and there was no sweat in there. And again, it's set up perfectly with Rafa Benitez and how Conte was going to do his first league game. It was just a perfect scenario. I think I got another equally good read on this game. I think Conte will be wary of Leeds' firepower. You know, I think they'll be good. And I know this game's at White Hart Lane, where the last one was at Goodison Park, but Leeds still has good firepower. Maybe obviously not. It's not clicking like it was last season, but the potential is still there, and Conte will be weary of that, I believe. Leeds haven't given up 2+ goals in their last 5 games, so while they were in the relegation battle earlier on the season, they've gotten up out of it 15th place, and they've really shored up that defense. Again, they haven't given up 2+ goals in their last 5 games. Leeds is playing better. I mean, quite frankly, they're playing better, only up to 15th, only 3 points above the drop, but they're playing better. This game feels like 1-1 draw, or Tottenham maybe 1-0, because Conte is going to be good defensively. That's what he was brought in to do, is shore up that defense. That's going to be his main focus, is collect points but shore up the defense. So maybe Leeds struggles to score and Tottenham wins 1-0, or maybe this one's going to be a 1-1 draw. I'm going to go ahead and side on the 1-1 draw. I think Leeds has enough on the offensive side to get a goal, so go ahead and give me the 1-1 draw. All right, that's how we're going to do it for Premier League match number 12 for a chance to win $50,000. Hit this like button if I've been of help to you, and whoever your favorite club is that you support, I wish them good luck this week, unless they're playing Manchester United, and we'll come back here next week. We'll try and predict it again. Don't also forget, guys, on Thursday afternoons, I predict every game, all 10 games, each and every single week with my friend Matt. We call it Between the Posts, where we give out leans and bets for all 10 games. Go ahead and check that out. Once Between the Posts goes live, if you're watching it after Thursday, that video will be linked here at the end. Otherwise, just come back here a little bit later on the week when Between the Posts goes live at 12 p.m. lunchtime on Eastern time, and you can go ahead and check that out, and you can get leans and bets for all 10 games. All right, guys, go enjoy this week of Premier League action, and we'll see you back here next week. That was a lot of fun. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and good luck with your picks. If interested in placing real sports bets, then check out my latest daily free sports betting video in the bottom right corner. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next contest.